Davi-tech-media. Subscribe to Davi-tech-media.
Noticed, I came across a news item, and I know many of you have seen this. A news item, apparently $112,500,000 has been misappropriated, it's been misused, it's gone missing, it's been, in a word, it's been stolen. And this is apparently this was money that was earmarked. It was designated. It was supposed to be channeled towards the construction of a university called Tumpa University. Out of all the names, why did they choose that name? Somebody please explain that to me. Am I missing? Anyway, that's not the point. The point is $112 million and some change has gone missing. It's been missing since 2018. And of course, this was during the dispensation of President Lungu and his posse. You do know what a posse is, don't you? Posse, spelled P-O-S-S-E. Posse. A posse is a gang, a group, an organization, a clique. Posse. President Lungu's posse took their hands and they vanquished this money. Now, for those of you that, let me quote something that many of you fully understand. You know, when you watch these shows, these murder shows, you know, the CSI shows, the crime scene investigation shows, when you watch those, anytime you come across a story that talks about a serial killer that killed some girl in the boondocks, some girl in the mountains of Iowa or somewhere, what the detectives often say is that serial killers have a track record of killing. A serial killer doesn't just wake up one morning and say, you know what? How about we go out and get a bunch of girls and just kill somebody? No. By the time you get to catch a serial killer, by the time you unravel the mystery, by the time you crack the case, chances are that serial killer has killed before, and he has killed multiple times. Somebody said, Mr. Moyo, what's your point? My point is this. The NPF, the Notorious Patriotic Front, the looting, the stealing, the pillaging, the bludgeoning, the raping of our nation didn't just begin with the $33 million. No. The pillaging of this nation began a long time ago, and I tell you, as time goes by, more will come out. And this is the reason, and I keep telling you this, this is the reason the NPF were gung-ho. Do you know, are you familiar with the phrase gung-ho? They were gung-ho, they were determined, by hook or by crook, they were determined to rig the elections because they knew in their hearts. They sat down around a table and they said, Bane, if into nafibi, nafibi pa. Uyumulendo hagaindete chakwe shoku muchita elect bantungaisa bane bonse pano bakatusansa bakatuchibula bakatukaka. So bane, by hook or by crook, election year 2021 te chakwe shokulu sabane, we must do everything within our power to retain power, even if it means kill. We must do it. But the Zambian people said, no, 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 no. The Zambian people stood in unison, raised one voice and said, no, no, this is not the direction we want our nation to go in. This is not the trajectory we want to be on. We want to change. And so here it is. We ushered in a new government. Hakainde Hichilema, I always say, has raised the bar of leadership. Now, in raising the bar of leadership, this is the reason you see all these cases coming up. Do you honestly think that if the NPF, the notorious patriotic front, do you honestly think, had they managed, had they succeeded, had they accomplished their goal of rigging the 2021 elections, do you honestly think that these issues would have come to light? Come on. Do not be disingenuous. Do not be deceived. Don't be hoodwinked. Don't be bamboozled. Don't be led astray. Do not be run amok. They would have buried it. Makamaka ifitwa umfati yo ni ku Northern Province ni mumpanga ababe mbabo kabili bale mwana kwa tifutwa alipwalala atyo muchite erect mukule chi university mumpango. Who is going to travel from Lusaka to Ruapula under a PF government, under an NPF government, and start asking questions? Bwana university good. Under the NPF, you couldn't ask such questions. Ngabadi kunyantidida iwana iwe na wishibedi ashi ikatakwa ka. You know the drill na iwe. That's what was happening. So basically, this new revelation, Nishinge, 112 million. Yo kwena mwale shangasha, mwale chitapula, mwale tifie iwe chite. Ulikui alakuli mpia kuno ule umfuafi niso tambe na iwe isa kuno suneko. The minister of Chite was involved. The provincial minister wa Chite was involved. Na Bakateka, to be honest, he was also involved. Bwana ni scramble for the dollars. Echa aliko muni ba NPF. So inenda fulwa fimolanda tiyo irodi ECL powered by ECL. You see, that's the key of deception. Deception is wachitako panono ukuwa wakula ku panono kwa kulo ku. Yo kwena china imisebo bale kula ba NPF. Bali kula bwino. Dombo okubwana okukunu mokubale shiba. Bwana ni so tapule. So tapule leta bucket twala big. Anyway, ni panotuli fidabalana muchisungu ni panotuli. You wait and see. This is but the tip of the iceberg. The figures that we're hearing about now, $33 million, $112 million, those are figures that are just scratching the surface. Bwana tamula umfwa, the real figures. They are coming. Elionga ya isa bwana, make sure you are sitting banshi bantunga wekere muchipuna kuti wapona kuti wafenta walwa fe BP etata mayo afi bade ibaba abafi bade ibe NPF iba NPF kutinga nabeba baiba bafitula ngole yakwisa yo ningufuati kuli ndala moko today aboy echali muni NPF elio baisa titwala isa ngamwala isa kwi mule ikala fya sengerere ni ukwati twala abwela over our dead bodies. Fidaba kaunda balela nati, if you honestly think that the NPF and their stupid idiots, if you think they're coming back to preside over the affairs of this country, the way we used to say it, kwa bulimbo, wewe pelefie. Anyway, I don't want to start talking too much about that. Kutiba kuchitasu, waisanga makots of law. That's law, not low. 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 What we mean is law. In Zambia we say low. Muma coats of low. Alawe mwana techa kuseka.
Davi-tech-media. Subscribe to Davi-tech-media. Davi-tech-media. Subscribe to Davi-tech-media.